Playtime, and so today I'm going to show you how to make your own Cinderella birthday cake for your friend, for you, for your sister, for anybody that you want. So let's get started. So the things that you need to have for this activity today is definitely your favorite Barbie doll, and so I've chosen Cinderella. Absolutely love the Cinderella story. You also need 2 eggs, some butter and some milk, and also some butter cake mix. So I've just chosen golden butter cake mix from Greens. That comes out beautiful, so I've chosen to do it that way because it'll be a lot quicker to show you. But otherwise you can make a cake from scratch, that's no problem at all. You also need your bowl, you need a spoon, you need a 1/3 measuring cup for your milk. So for my dress, I'm going to use my pudding tin that I would use for making a Christmas pudding. So basically, flipped upside down, it gives you a perfect dress shape. The only problem is it's not tall enough, so I'm then going to use a rectangular tray, which will then upside down give me that little bit of height. So I'll show you that more into detail when we get there. You also need to make sure you've got some spray oil and of course an electric beater. And for my decorating, I'm also going to use Dr. Oetker because this is awesome stuff, guys, so easy to use. And I'm going to show you how awesome and simple it is to make your own Cinderella cake using their stuff. It is so much easier. Okay, so I'm going to use 2 packets of our butter mixture and I'm going to put that in the bowl. And in this mixture, I get an icing mixture and the cake mix. We don't need the icing mixture for this activity because I'm going to use Dr. O. So once we've got 2 mixtures in the bowl, we're now going to double all the ingredients as it says on the back of the packet. So basically on my packet it says use 1 egg, so I'm going to use 2 eggs. We're now going to add 3 tablespoons of butter. I'm going to use 6 because remember, I'm doubling everything. So once we've got the eggs and the butter and the cake mixture in the bowl, we're now going to add our milk. So we need 2/3 of a cup of milk. So this is a 1/3 measuring cup. So I'm going to do 2 of these cups into my cake mixture. And then remember, I've got to double it. So I really do have to put 4. So now I've got all my ingredients in the bowl. I've now got to get my cake mixer and I've got to whisk it all together. Okay, so now that we've done our mixture for our cake, we're now going to pop that aside and we're going to now get our baking trays. So using our virgin olive spray, I'm now going to give it a nice spray, and you can use canola oil if you need to, but basically all this does is just stop the cake from sticking to the sides. So I do recommend you use some sort of oil, or you could even use butter as well. Okay, so now we've done that, we're now going to use our big spoon and we're going to pour our cake mixture into our bowl. So we're just going to do our pudding bowl first. And it's always good to read the back of the Greens packet or any packet that you are using because it will tell you how to preheat your oven, at what temperature and how long to cook it for. So with mine, I've got to cook it for 45 minutes and it will be ready. Let's do it. Okay, so the cake is cooked and it's ready to be decorated. The first thing is first though. We need to unbox our Cinderella! Woo! I can't wait to see what's inside. I think it's just Cinderella, but we'll have to wait and see. Okay, so unboxing our Cinderella. I wonder what's inside. What could it be? Believe it or not, it's Cinderella! So here is Cinderella, woohoo! And that's all I get in the box. So let's just get rid of that. So we're gonna put the skirt aside. Basically the skirt's gonna come up to about here. All right, okay, so using our cake, we have our pudding designed cake. that's upside down, and we also have our rectangular cake. So what we want to do is pop this shaped cake on top of our rectangle cake because that's going to be the design of her dress. And popping Cinderella next to the cake, that will be the perfect height for her. And what we want to do is we want to carefully cut around this circle cake because what we want is an extension of her dress. So using a blunt knife, we're then going to just make a little circle in the middle of our cake. And it's basically creating like a pipe. Once we've done that, we're going to turn it around and we're going to see if we can get to the bottom of the cake. Once you've done that, we're now going to do a circle in the middle of the other cake for her feet to go into. And now we're gonna place that cake back on top and back to the center again. So now we should be able to just slide Cinderella into the cake and she fits perfectly. Okay, so now that my cake has cooled down, basically what I'm gonna do is with the I've got rolled out icing in front of me and I need this to go around my cake. So basically with using my knife, I'm just going to cut a little edging off. I'm going to now just roll out the icing as thin as I can. Doing it all at once can be a lot harder, so it's good to be able to do, little bits at a time. And then just using a plastic spatula just in case it does stick to your bench. And now I'm going to drape the icing just over the dress, and with your fingers you're able to just push it around and spread it. Okay, so all I've done is place this icing all over the cake and I've just used my fingers to spread the edging. And using fingerprints on the dress will make a really nice rippled effect. So now what we're going to do is use our white icing. This is Dr. Oetker again. And basically this is white icing that's quite thick so we can actually draw with it, which is going to look fantastic on Cinderella's dress. But before we do that, we're now going to pop Cinderella in the center of the cake where her dress is. So we're just going to pop the leftover cake in front of Cinderella just to hide the gap. And once we've done that, we can now use our white icing sugar to fill in the gap. And we're just going to feather the white icing out towards the blue. Okay, so now that I've popped the white icing over the blue icing, there's just one more thing that I have to do for Cinderella, and that's to put beautiful little flowers on her dress. So basically you just push all the flowers into the icing all the way around her dress. And I like to do it randomly, just so then that way it looks quite pretty and you just don't know where the flowers kind of came from. And I just think that these flowers just give it such a beautiful touch and a beautiful look for Cinderella. There you have it. There's my Cinderella cake all made up for me to eat all on my own. Well, maybe I'll share it with my sister. But definitely try this at home if you want to make a birthday cake for your mum or your sister or your friend. It's a beautiful surprise and you get to keep the Barbie doll afterwards. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.